Hard work. Family. Never forgetting where we came from. Thank you, Sean. See, you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody, or you're nobody. Be right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hollywood Sports. Guys, it's our first game. We're going to start our brand new season in my GM. As you can see, guys, I'm playing with the Boston Celtics. We are 4th on offense, 9th on defense, and rated at 5th overall in the league. When you look at our starters, guys, we got Kyrie Irving, Marcus Smart, Gordon Hayward, Marcus Morris, and Al Horford. And for Cleveland, they have Isaiah Thomas, Kyle Korver, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson. Boom, boom, let's do it.
Very soon, we are going to start
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here.
I miss you too.
Tonight we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, they're intent on getting their first win of the season right away here on opening night. And they'll have the support of the fans while they go after it. After that long off season, I'm sure the entire
I hope you
crowd
guys
will be
enjoy
whipped
this
into a
series,
frenzy
man.
by the time this one tips off. After a brisk off season,
Episode 1, Game 1.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh,
in
tonight's
the
opening
NBA.
night?
Hey,
Oh, those are
hey.
preseason games.
Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play
Oh,
against.
does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys this summer.
Oh, I know. What
I'm
have
happy
you
to
been
be
doing?
here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how's
So a
that?
pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find it.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans, the local media, everyone is excited. And I just am excited to be here, start of the season, and you don't want to start slow. You don't want to have any rough patches early on.
What'd you do this summer?
I went fishing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
You went fishing?
Yes, I did. I went to Dubai and went deep sea fishing.
Wow, awesome. So you were traveling all over the place? You go deep sea fishing?
What'd you do?
I cut the grass. Awesome. Oh, that wraps it up. Let's go courtside.
All right, guys, here we go. The beginning of a new season. Let's do it.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline
Hayward.
reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Is that Isaiah Thomas right
Eastern
there? This
Conference
Cleveland
battles
Cavaliers
always fun.
uniform?
This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. This, of course, being game 1 of the season, is their first look at the Celtics. Of course, their season was ended last year in the conference finals, losing in 5.
Quicken Loans Arena. We're starting out on the road.
And beat in the postseason a year ago.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size, but he's always dreamed big. He said, "It sounds crazy, but I always thought I was going to be an NBA player, that I'd be an all-star and one of the best to play. That was in my head since I was a little boy, before I loved anything, before I knew what love was. I love the game of basketball." Kevin?
Great to hear that, DA. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he
Right,
loves
baby, let's do
playing
it.
the game.
And with all the familiar faces on both sides, you know this game means a lot for both teams. Not just with the trade, but we expect them to battle for that East crown all season long. Both teams heavy favorites
All right, let's get the
to
tip,
meet in
Horford.
the
Let's go,
conference
man.
final.
Let's go, Horford. Come on, baby. Get us going.
So Cleveland will get
that's
the
all
first
right.
possession.
Play some D, guys. Let's
Now
go.
a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for Boston.
Oh, look at LeBron already.
Three with Morris to his side at the 4. Smart is out there with Irving, and it's Horford in at center.
And whoever can get this first win to open the season and then open the series, I think they have an edge. It can set the tone for what lies ahead for both teams. If any player tries to say this is just another game, they're lying to you.
Now Love. After Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-point.
Oh, they're going to blow us out, man. We got to get going. We got to get going.
First 3 points of the game.
That's Korver's game right there. When that 3 ball is dropping, he is really, really dangerous, and it drops often.
On the wing, Morris. Over Love.
Get in there. Come on, let's go.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
LeBron kicks to Thompson.
Come on, guys. D up, D up.
James, the pass to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Thomas. And he could not get that one to go.
Come on, that was good D.
Contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And trading IT didn't sit well with the players around the league. They understand it's a business, and you do what you think is best. But IT
That's his
gave
shot,
so
man.
much
That is
to
his
Boston
shot.
and played through such adversity, even did player recruitment for the team.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
We're playing on All-Star, guys. We're playing on
With IT going
All-Star.
up against the Celtics, you know he's going to give them trouble. He's always played with an extra edge against his former team. Was beloved by the fans and former teammates. But that's not going to slow down his vengeance in this matchup.
Now, here is Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Out of bounds.
Cavaliers ball.
Take possession.
I sworn they knocked that ball out of bounds.
Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. Thomas kicks to James. Love with the screen for LeBron. Back to Thomas.
And they got Gordon Hayward on the bronze.
Shot clock at 6. Passes it to LeBron. Over Hayward. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Hayward.
Come on, guys, make the shot.
Time from LeBron. Pass to Love. Good. And the assist
Kevin
goes
Love.
to LeBron. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You're gonna have to learn how to play on All-Star, guys.
This situation for the Celtics. I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time, still drafting top picks. You know, the after effects of a trade with the Nets that, quite honestly, will go down as one of the league's all-time heights.
Stop the ball.
Now here's Thomas. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Thomas kicks to James. 3-pointer. Morris with the rebound. Celtics trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
In the corner, Horford with it. Back to Irving. Pick by Horford. Shot off the pick. They get the rebound.
Good rebound, baby.
Shot to stop the drought.
Good ref wasn't
Thompson.
fouled.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Love goes in.
LeBron with the whip pass there, good at surveying the court and spotting the open teammate.
The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Irving. Over Thomas. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
And here's Korver.
Only down by 10, baby.
From Thompson.
No.
3 from Thomas.
Box out. No, that didn't count.
Conclude the first quarter.
That didn't count.
One-sided game so far. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
We're an all-star, guys, and I like the challenge, man. I don't want that easy. It's going to be a tough road, but we can do it. We can do it.
Responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
Rose is out there with J.R. Smith. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Jefferson. And it's Love. And the 5 loading the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Jefferson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Count the basket. And an exciting start to the year, but a long way to go if you're a veteran player. How do you pace yourself?
Well, you asked the coach if you could have a night off here and there. We've seen, obviously, the league going to this, Kevin, making sure that physically the players have the most that they can have come postseason and not get overextended during the regular season. And then if you know the game well enough, Kevin, there's certainly ways throughout the course of a ball game to know when it is you can exert yourself and then pull back a little bit. And that doesn't mean that the guy's not playing hard.
Derrick Rose coming in hitting the
bucket. It just means that there's a little bit of smartness with regards to how he's approaching each and every contest.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his run. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Now, here's Brown. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Baines inside. He's guarded by Love. Shots good by Baines.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
Now here's Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
Wow.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down. And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
Love kicks to Rose. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Celtics trail by 13 on the wing. Brown.
To the basket, Tatum.
Over Smith.
Let's go.
Short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for Jason Tatum. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust everything. Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
The first one falls for him. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
Well, the idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota. The Cavs got a star in Kevin Love and then ended up with a title.
Now here's Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pick. Hayward on the wing from past the arc. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game. As you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look.
Going for the last shot, guys. Going for the last shot.
LeBron.
Oh!
And he's got his
Can't let LeBron just sit there.
At the line, your Cavaliers, LeBron James.
Are we in the bonus? I mean, they're in the bonus already?
2 shots.
We don't have that many fouls, do we?
That free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He hits the second from the line.
LeBron James, quite simply, one of the greatest players that's ever played the game, and just impossible for anybody to slow down.
Here's Hayward, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We're only down by 11.
11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific.
Not bad for superstar, baby. Not bad.
Over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, big double-digit lead here at the end of the half. What's been the difference?
I mean, we're at home, playing with energy. We knocked down some shots. We can be better, but, you know, we'll take a double-digit lead for sure.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. And boy, a pumped-up home crowd is behind us right now.
Let's check out these boys.
It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. Near flawless execution from both the defensive and offensive areas of their game triggered a 12-2 run to start things off. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased.
You know, I don't feel like the CPU is cheating me either, guys. That's what I like about it. Most superstar.
Advantage at the half. What'd you think, Shaq? About
one below Hall of Fame.
You gotta like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage.
I don't feel like the CPU is cheating me at all.
And close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defense.
Killing us in the rebounds and assists. They're sharing the ball. We only got 3 assists and 4 rebounds. We got to change
wraps
that.
It up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
My side girl got a 5S with a...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each.
All right, let's have a good second half, man. Let's go.
And the Cavs big three completed with the trade of number 1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that
good call,
trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
On the floor for Boston. Morris is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward in at the 3. Shot clock at 5. Shot off the screen. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris against Love.
Come on, Kyrie. D him up, baby.
Thomas.
D him up, Kyrie.
Thomas got the first bucket of the third here for the Cavs.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
Out to Morris. Back to Hayward. Over LeBron.
We're getting set up a bad shot, bad percentages.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Morris against Love. Korver kicks to Love. Shot clock reset.
Come on,
for
man,
Cleveland.
box out.
Thomas against Irving. James. Rebound, Boston.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Irving can't hit.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Here's Thomas. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Boston also with the sub. Tatum's checked in. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
They get it back.
Y'all gonna box out?
Good from Crowder.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
In the corner, Smart with it. They get it back. Here's Tatum. Here's Irving. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Nice shot by Smith.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Celtics trail by 20. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving. And the shot goes in. Irving's got his first points of the night.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
And stolen by Tatum. Hayward kicks to Horford, expanding his range, and James pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 18. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cleveland moving it around. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Thompson misses. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And James throws it down hard.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And on the way from Irving for 3. No good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Can't skip this part, man. I guess they wanted to showcase that in the game.
Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Piece by piece, chip away. See if you can't, next time we get together, have it down a few.
Brad Stevens reminding his guys you still have time to get where you want to be. Just take it one possession at a time.
Well, he wants them to relax. I mean, there are going to be ups and downs over the course of a game. Just breathe and play.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Jefferson is out there at Derrick Rose. And it's Thompson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. When it comes, Brent, to the subject of intimidation, there are certain players who are just downright scary, intimidating to play against.
Insert one Rudy Gobert. I mean, has this guy in Utah not done a great job, Kevin, of manning up the middle in ways that we haven't seen for quite some time? Both him and Hassan Whiteside, along with DeAndre Jordan, those guys are pretty good down deep in the paint.
Absolutely. And the first one at the line is good. And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor, wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
Morris with a screen on Love. Here's Rozier. And it bounces and it falls.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. Outside Korver. Here's Thomas. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Boston shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Morris a screen. Rozier the pass to Morris. Here's Rozier. There's the dish to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Korver kicks to LeBron. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Love for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. The screen from Brown. Horford with the screen on Love. Morris outside. The feed to Hayward. Over James. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft, teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
Yeah, I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating
Gotta learn how to shoot, man.
for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had,
we'll get
just
better.
A monster game for Love.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
James against Hayward. LeBron outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
What? Oh, man. Come on.
Kyle Korver, shooting 1.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, Kyle Korver at the line is lights out. And if there's guys on the floor you don't want to foul, Kyle Korver would be the one.
From deep three-point range, off the mark. So we see the
All right, guys, we got game 1 in the books. We did not do good, but I promise you're going to get better. I just hope you guys enjoy the gameplay.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over.
All right, guys, I want to say thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Even though we lost, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hit that like button, guys.
Satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend. We have to play for one another. And we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individuals. It's about the team.
Good stuff right there, man.
If we all
good
give
stuff.
in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. Join the team of Hollywood Sports and watch this series, man. We got a long way to go in this My GM. And as always, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching.
Brett Berry and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.